Okay, hello everyone and good evening. My name is Andre. I'm one of the education counselors for Kanata, and I'll be your host for this evening's info session. Tonight we are joined by two of our partner schools, Niagara College Toronto and Keyano College. For Niagara College Toronto, we'll be represented by Miss Maria, and for Keyano College, it will be represented by Miss Stephanie Pablo. Okay, and also joining us is Sir Roy Cruz, another co-counselor. So we will be presenting each of the details for each schools, and later on, after the schools have finished, we will be presenting who we are as a company, what we do, what are our services, and lastly, our Q&A portion will come at the last portion of this info session. Okay, so to start, Miss Stephanie, let me know once you are ready to present your presentation.
Hi, yes. Hi, Andre. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm all good. So just let me
Okay,
know if I can.
sure. Feel free to take over anytime.
All right. Thank you so much. Ayan. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Andre and Roy. So good evening to everyone, to our participant, and also to Miss May. So let me just share my screen right now. Okay. All right. So while I'm preparing my presentation, so it's really nice that we have a lot of participants tonight, no? Okay. For a moment.
Okay, we can
Okay,
see the
we can see
screen.
the screen.
Miss Deb, I think you're on mute.
Oh, all right. All right. How about this one? Can you hear me now? Much
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Yes, so first I would like to acknowledge your presence today, especially our participant and um especially those who would like to know more about Keyano College. Okay, so first, Keyano College is a public post-secondary institution located in Alberta. Okay, so I am Stephanie, the Keyano International Recruitment Representative in Southeast Asia. So tonight, I will be discussing the answer for the frequently asked questions ng mga students, especially Filipinos. Maraming katanungan ng mga Filipinos. Una dyan is saan located ang institution, anong programs na ino-offer, nagre-required ba ng IELTS, how much is the tuition fee, and kamusta naman ang cost of living? Affordable ba? So in my presentation, I will be able to discuss and answer some of the frequently asked question ng mga students. Okay? So, next slide. So, let's talk first about Alberta. Why Alberta is one of the best study destinations sa mga international student. So first, in the whole Canada, ang pinakamababang tax is Alberta. Isa si Alberta sa pinakamababa ang tax requirements, which is only 5%. And the other good thing with Alberta, second highest minimum wage earner yung mga taong nag-stay sa Canada, especially sa Alberta. So 15 Canadian dollars per hour ang ating minimum wage. So kung makikita natin mababa ang tax ni Alberta pero mataas ang minimum wage. So there's a gap in between. So kapag nag-aral kayo in Alberta dahil mababa ang cost of living, there's a higher chance for you to earn money or to sustain your daily cost of living. And Alberta offers free universal healthcare for international student. Meron din tayong opportunities to work while studying. At sa mga nagpa-plan na magkaroon or mag-obtain ng permanent residency sa Canada. So, if you're going to study in Alberta, meron tayong Alberta Advantage Immigration Program or AAIP where you can apply especially after your graduation. And we are home to many famous national parks. So on the first map that I'm showing you is the map of Canada. Kung makikita nyo dito, actually yung Filipinos, there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of good institutions all over the Canada. Now, um, if you can see here in the first map, 5% lang ang nire-require ni Alberta sa tax. Yung tax requirement nila, 5% lang. And the second map that I'm showing you is the minimum hourly wage rate. Actually, hindi ko pa siya na-update. April 1 pa rin siya, pero hindi naman nagkakalayo yung minimum wage ni Alberta ngayon at before and the rest of the provinces. So kung makikita nyo dito, in British Columbia and Alberta, almost the same lang. Almost the same yung kanilang minimum wage, pero yung tax requirement nila is different. So kung makikita nyo dito sa math na una kong shinare sa inyo, 12% sa British Columbia. But in Alberta, it's only 5%. Okay, now Keyano College is located in Alberta, but not in Edmonton and Calgary. We are located in Fort McMurray. So Fort McMurray is actually a ruralized area. Ruralized area countryside, yes, a province type ito kung sa Philippines nyo i-compare. But the good thing, it's very accessible. Meron tayong current non-stop flights from Toronto, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, and connection from many other cities. And we have this, if do you have relatives sa Edmonton, Calgary, it's just 4.5 hours and 7 hours driving time from Calgary. Okay, so next. So, Miss Steph, so since ruralized area si Fort McMurray, so what's the opportunities na ihintay sa akin in Fort McMurray? So Fort McMurray, it's the largest community in the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo, and the economy very strong. So it's the Canada's hub of petroleum production. So maraming industry inside Fort McMurray. May mga pabrika, may mga company, especially related to pipeline transport, forestry, natural gas, and tourism. The climate is humid continental demographics. 60% are Canadian, Southeast Asians, around 7.2. But the good news, we already have Filipino community in Fort McMurray and also in Keyano College. Right? So, ruralized areas, see Fort McMurray, but you can still enjoy together with your family. You can enjoy our recreational facilities. Meron tayong iba't ibang mga tourist spots na pwede kayong mag-enjoy while you are staying in Fort McMurray. Even in Northern Lights or yung Aurora Borealis, it passed through the Fort McMurray. So if it's your dream to see the Aurora Borealis, I think it's one of the best option for you kasi makikita nyo si Aurora Borealis or si Northern Lights in Fort McMurray. Now, we also host many cultural community festivals and events. All right. So regarding Keyano College, again, we are a public post-secondary institution located in Fort McMurray, Alberta. So ano bang meron kay Keyano College? So I'd like to ask if some of you, is it your first time to hear about Keyano College? You can chat I mean, you can type down sa chat box if it's your first time. Para lang din malaman ko kung sino yung first time na nakarinig about Keyano College. So I can see here in the chat box na maraming first time na makarinig about Keyano College because we just started promoting the institution last year, July 2022 in the Southeast Asia. So wala pa kaming 1 year na nagpo-promote ng Keyano College. Now, it's really nice to know na merong mga first time na makakaalam or makakakilala kay Keyano College tonight. Now, ano bang meron kay Keyano College? So Keyano College, again, we are a public post-secondary institution We are a designated learning institution or DLI. So if you're looking for an institution, you will be eligible for the postgraduate work permit. So Keyano College can offer you that. And we offer low tuition and fees sa mga naghahanap, nagtitipid. You are looking for affordable tuition fees. So Keyano College can offer you that. Now, if though ka may affordable, we mainly focus on the quality of education. That's why we only accept 21 students per class. But 21 students, pero we're still open naman. We are still open. We still have seats for you. We have economically viable community with part-time job opportunities, culturally diverse community in Fort McMurray, and meron din kami mga international preparatory course para sa mga student na may gustong program but it's really hard for them to meet the requirements. Meron tayong mga preparatory courses for you. Okay? Next, so here are some of the photos of our students enjoying school events. Okay, this is the a pic for our facilities. We have this beautiful green space and most of the institutions meron din naman yan. But in Keyano, we also have this lecture hall and information commons. So if you need to do the research, printing, services, meron tayong information commons. And since Alberta, especially winter, medyo malamig talaga, but the student can still enjoy and maintain the active lifestyle because we have this indoor facilities for sports and wellness natin. For sports, wellness, gym, or any fitness program na ginagawa na activity ng mga students natin, you can still enjoy even during winter kasi meron tayong indoor facility. So here are the programs that we offer for international students. Meron tayong certificate program, diploma program, meron din tayong postgraduate certificate, and also we also have this bachelor's program. Okay? So for certificate program, we have business administration, major in accounting, management, early learning and childcare, educational assistant, healthcare aid, human resource management, and office administration. We also have for diploma program, business administration, major in accounting, major in management, e-sport management. Because e-sport is one of the arising industry in Canada. So online games, computer games, it is now considered as sports. We also have business aviation, early learning and childcare, environmental technology, practical nursing, and social work. For those who are eyeing for university, Keyano College have collaboration with University of Alberta. So, yung first year, 4 years ang bachelor's degree natin. So, yung first year, second year, and third year, you can do that in Keyano College. And during your fourth year, we can transfer you transfer you to University of Alberta. Okay. So, what are our admission requirements? So you just have to provide us your high school and college transcript. We do accept all curriculum high school. Basta at least meron kayo 72 units in college, we do accept. Okay, but Canada will help you to do the assessment for your admission. Okay, so for English language proficiency, generally speaking, we require IELTS. But for Filipinos, kung Pinoy ka, yes, we do waive the IELTS. Naka-waive ang IELTS as long as you can provide English certificate or MOI. Okay, so Canada can help you with the admission process. Now, breakdown of fees. Mrs. Step, magkano po ba ang tuition fee for Keyano? In Keyano, magkano ang admission deposit and application fee? Now, for our application fee, we have 107 Canadian dollars. But after nyo mag-send ng application kay Keyano, naka-receive kayo ng letter offer, para magkaroon kayo ng letter of acceptance, we only require 750 Canadian dollars. So kung kayo ay medyo step by step yung gusto nyong bayaran, hindi kayo masyadong mabigla sa inyong tuition fee, in Keyano College, we only require 750 Canadian dollars. And then, Mrs. Step, kailan po ang next or yung deadline ng rest of the first semester or first term na tuition fee? Ang due date natin diyan is 10 business days bago mag-start ang class. So, I have a student na nauna pang nakarating sa Canada before pa niya bayaran yung the rest of the first term or first semester tuition fee. So, at least you can still have time to prepare for the rest of the tuition fee. So, 750 lang yung ating nire-required sa admission deposit. Now, for our programs, for per term, we have business administration, that's around 6,708. Early learning and childcare, 6,270. Environmental technology, 6,270 Canadian dollars. Social work, 7,000. Practical nursing, 9,000. So, very affordable. If you're looking for institution inside Alberta, you can consider Keyano College. So, for business, it's around 12 to 13,000. Early learning, 12,000 to 13,000 per year. So very affordable ang ating mga programs. Okay, now, for the housing, international student, major portion ng kanilang budget, monthly budget, napupunta talaga sa tuition fee and then sa housing. So since affordable ang tuition fee ni Keyano, let's look naman sa housing. So we also offer affordable student housing. If you're a single, you can proceed with our Clearwater Hall dormitory. It's inside the campus. We only offer that 600 Canadian dollars per month. Okay, kapag may asawa, may anak ka naman, you can stay in our Penherwood Place. It's outside the campus, but it's nearby naman. So, two-bedroom units is only 956 Canadian dollars per month. So, very, very affordable ang ating housing in Keyano. So, here are some of the pictures of our Clearwater Hall and Penherwood Place housing. So, what are the student services naman ni Keyano? So, may free airport pickup tayo, may on-campus housing, international education office. So, pag arrive sa Canada, meron kayong question regarding the permit. So, yung study permit ninyo, then you can just proceed sa ating international education office. We also have academic tutoring career services. It's one of our highlight. So, pupunta lang kayo dyan para malaman niyo yung job vacancy where you can apply a job. Then, we can assist you to pass Canadian job interview and build a Canadian-based curriculum vitae. And we also have health and wellness services, learning resources, accessibility and accommodation, athletics, theater, synchronous sports and wellness. And last but not the least, we have on-campus jobs open to international students. So the school itself provide opportunities or trabaho for international students. Kapag chinek niyo yung website ni Keyano, may magpa-pop doon na student services. Those are international student in Keyano. So nagwo-work sila sa registrar sa admission sa International Education Office ni Keyano. So sa mga nagpa-plan mag-work inside the campus, then you can work po inside Keyano College campus. So we also have academic advising. So kung nako-confuse si students sa mga majors or program, may mga advisor tayo na mag-a-assist at magsusupport sa mga students. Now, we also offer immigration advising for our current student. May mga workshop din tayo on how to apply permits and may mga immigration consultant din tayo na available to answer the frequently asked question from our international students. So this is the result of the survey and some of the testimonial from our student. We have Miss Rochelle Urbana. She's a Filipina. So if you really want to get real exposure to Canadian culture, Keyano College is one of the best options. So our satisfaction rate is very strong. And now, most of the Filipinos talaga may plan talaga mag-apply for permanent residency. But again, it's a different story. Pero I can just give you a steps at a glance. Because once you enroll to Keyano College, since we are eligible for offering the postgraduate work permit para sa mga students dahil tayo ay VLI, so there's a higher chance for you to meet the certain points na required to obtain permanent residency in Alberta. So if you're planning to if you're planning to be a permanent resident in Alberta, Keyano College is one of the best option for you. So I think I'm all good. All right. So we can proceed with that. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, thank you for that presentation, Stephanie. So that was very detailed, and as you can see, so Kayano is a very budget-friendly option with a lot of choices for programs, and it's a good place. Fort McMurray is a good place to have a such a welcoming community. So the next school that will be presenting will be Niagara College, Toronto. Miss Maria, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Hi, Andre.
Hi, Maria. Good
Hi,
evening.
hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening in this in possession with Kanata. My name is Maria Papa, and I'm the Senior Business Development Manager of Niagara College, Toronto. So I will present the school in a bit. For now, let me play the campus tour first so you can see what's like to be in Niagara College, Toronto. So just hold on a minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that was the campus tour. Let me start now with the school presentation. Okay, so first, Niagara College. Niagara College is one of the most established public college in the province of Ontario in Canada. So probably most of you or some of you heard about Niagara College already. And Niagara College is one of the first college that has been marketed to the Philippines way back nearly 10 years ago. So very established na po ang Niagara College. We have 3 campuses. Our main campus is in Welland, wherein we have more than 132 plus programs. We have Niagara on the Lake campus, but this evening I'm going to discuss to you only the 3rd campus of Niagara College, which is Niagara College Toronto campus. Okay, so I will discuss more about the details of the opening of our brand new campus. The one that I have played earlier actually is our brand new campus. Parang third location na yan ng ating Toronto campus. The one that we are using first is in College Street. Then we have another location, but we need to move into the new campus that I have shown you earlier because we are growing rapidly. There's a lot of students from the Philippines who wants to be in Niagara College, Toronto. So I will discuss more about the details of that later on, about our programs, why you should study to Niagara College, Toronto, why Canada, why the city of Toronto, our admission requirements and application process, student services, career support, housing or accommodation, and of course, after the presentation, then we can proceed to the Q&A. So as a public college, it is a big advantage for you as an international student because all the programs that we are offering will give you the eligibility to apply for a post-graduation work permit or what we call PGWP. Okay, so we have two categories of the programs. And our location, we are specifically located in the largest city in Canada, which is the city of Toronto. So the programs that we are offering, these are tailored programs. Okay, these are very practical programs, very, very in demand. Pagka-graduate, and you will have the opportunity kaagad to find a good job in the future. So we have two categories of the program. We have undergraduate diploma. Under this, we have business general, business accounting, business sales and marketing, and we have computer programming. Now, in the postgrad, we have international business management, we have human resources management, and we have hospitality and tourism management. I will discuss to you later as well regarding the details of the programs, how much is the tuition fee, intakes, and so on. Okay, so I always tell, or advise students during my presentation, you have to start right. As an international student, it's not a walk in the park. It's not like you're going there for a park. It's not that you're going there for a view. So you have to be very, very practical in your approach as an international student. Having said that, we know what you need, okay? Kailangan ng trabaho ng international student once you are in Canada. If you are not in a very, very good location, trust me, it is going to be very, very hard for you to sustain your living as an international student. So having said that, our location is very, very strategic. We are bordering the world-renowned University of Toronto campus. Our two campuses location, the one that I have shown earlier in Marvish Village and the one in College Street. These are both in downtown in the city of Toronto. So meaning to say you will have access to obtain part-time jobs in one of the largest tourism destinations in Canada. You start right, it's going to be easy for you during the transition while you are studying up to the point when you are in the process already and applying for your permanent residency in Canada. So wag na nating pahirapan pa ang sarili natin. How are you going to know if the location is right for you or if the location is a very good location? No one will tell you that, okay, we are in a very bad location, right? So it's your responsibility in a way as an international student to check it. You've never been in Canada, but you can check it in Google. You search, research ninyo what's within the city, ano ba ang meron dito, and I promise you, hindi kayo mapapahiya sa city ng Toronto or hindi kami mapapahiya to offer Niagara College Toronto to you because we are in the largest city in Canada. Okay? So ito yung bagong campus natin and ito yung existing campus natin in 22 Education House. And then, so what's with the new campus? I actually just arrived in Canada. That was Tuesday, and I was in the campus at nakita ko how it's like. It's so nice. Doon na yung mga bago nating mga students for May intake. So if you're going to apply now to Niagara College, Toronto, although wala na tayong September intake and January intake because of the high demand, masyado na tayong maraming application for the intakes, isa pa rin kayo sa unang-una or sa mga bagong estudyante na gagamit ng ating brand new campus. And of course, a brand new campus, it comes with a brand new facilities. We have state-of-the-art classroom and computer labs. And nandito rin yung ating sariling restaurant for the student. We have our own student services office here, our career services office. Meron din tayo ditong shop that sells school merchandise. If you want to enjoy or if you want to relax, chill, and have a chat with your friends, pwede kayong pumunta anytime sa rooftop deck. If you simply want to enjoy the beauty of Toronto, that would be a very, very nice spot for you. Okay. Now, ano pa yung meron? So we have 25,000 square foot public market around the area. We have 24 heritage building. We have pedestrian first Markham Street featuring restaurants, patios, boutiques. So again, I was there last week lang. I just arrived actually nung Tuesday and I see how the place is. Okay, kung nasaan ang ating brand new location ng campus na to, ang Mervish Village. And literally, when I walk out the door of the college, few minutes walk, subway station na. Buses 24 hours in the city of Toronto. Business area. Tabi-tabi ang mga restaurants. Nandito ang malalaking hotels. Nandito ang malalaking restaurants. So, maraming opportunity sa inyo. And we are very, very accessible sa lahat ng public transit. It would be easier for you to go to places to do your part-time jobs para makauwi ng safe din sa inyong accommodation and maraming part-time jobs na panggabi. So magagawa nyo pa rin yan because ang transportation, ang buses in the city of Toronto is 24 hours. So malaking advantage sa inyo yan. Okay, so ano yung pinakamalapit na station? Ang pangalan is Bathurst Station. So the moment you get off the station, 3 minutes, you'll be in the campus already. And anywhere around the city of Toronto, okay, within your reach. Hindi kayo mahihirapan. Again, moving from one place to another. Ang ganda ng location natin. University of Toronto is 10 minutes lang. High Park, Financial District, mga museums. We have Yorkville, CN Tower, one of the most iconic tourist destination in the city of Toronto. Dalawang airport na malapit. We have Bill Bishop Toronto City Airport and Toronto Pearson International Airport. Plus, meron na tayong discount para sa ating mga international student sa transportation, which is 40%. So the moment you start your class, makukuha na ninyo yung inyong parang card na gagamitin sa transportation to go around the city of Toronto. Okay, so another important thing or important factor that you should check sa school na ina-applyan ninyo for SIM reputation ng school. And again, we are Niagara College. So we are a very, very established public college in the province of Ontario. 3 campuses tayo. We're in top 10 Canadian research colleges for 6 years in a row, number 1 in 2019. Employability is 87.5%, which is very high. Pagka-graduate ninyo, then madali kayong matatanggap sa trabaho having Niagara College credentials. Okay, so we are ranked number 1 college in student satisfaction for 8 consecutive years, a leader among 24 other colleges in Ontario, Canada. Okay, so why Canada? If there's anyone here na nagda-doubt pa kung Canada ba talaga ang right country for you, then I can say that Canada is one of the best option para sa mga international student. First, ano ba ang goal ninyo? What is your purpose ng pagiging international student? Ang dami sa ating mga established na ang job dito sa Philippines. We are not in the parang in the time na para okay, mag-aral pa ba tayo or whatever what we want to do in life. But what is going to happen to you if nag-apply kayo as an international student sa Canada? First, quality of life. Best quality of life, number 1 in the world. At maganda rin ang quality ng education. Very affordable ang tuition fees and cost of living. Very, very safe na country din. Napakababa po ng crime rate. So, hindi kayo matatakot even if you bring your family in Canada, your children. It's a very, very safe country for everyone. Now, what sets apart Canada from the rest of those countries na nag-offer ng international study? Malaki po. Because if you're going to apply in Canada, in a public college like us, unang-una, hindi kayo masyadong kailangang maging very specific ng program. Kasi lahat ng program na ina-offer, whether you take a business program, whether it's 1 year or 2 years, you will have eligibility kaagad para makapag-apply ng work permit after your study or what we call post-graduation work permit, which is very, very important. Okay? International student ka pa lang. Kasi malaki na ang magiging return of investment mo. I always say it is an investment because mag-invest po kayo ng time again para mag-aral, you're going to invest money here. Okay, at hindi mura ang i-invest ninyong pera. You're gonna pay in Canadian dollars for your tuition fee. So doon kayo sa malaki ang inyong magiging ROI or yung inyong return of investment. So for example, nag-apply kayo as an international student to Niagara College, Toronto. We are a public college. Eligible ka kaagad sa post-graduation work permit. So doon pa lang, may return of investment ka na. Kasi pwede ka nang magtrabaho habang nag-aaral ka. You have your working rights and you have your post-graduation work permit afterwards. Now, what if married ka? Or kahit hindi ka, you have your partner, you have your children. Na-approve ka as an international student, pwede na silang kasama sa Canada. And your children under 18 years old, they can study for free in Canada. These are the benefits pagiging international student pa lang. So doon pa lang, nakita na ninyo kung gaano kalaki ang inyong return of investment. So it is worth it? Yes. How much more pa po in the future? So kung doon pa lang, from the very beginning, ganito na kalaki ang inyong makukuha as an international student, then I can probably say that undoubtedly, Canada is one of the best options para sa mga international students. Okay, so let me talk more about the city of Toronto. So largest city tayo sa buong Canada. In that sense pa lang, hindi na kayo matatakot or magda-doubt na kapag dating ninyo doon, wala kayong trabaho. Because if you're going to have that kind of thought, then wag na kayong mag-dream pa to go in other location in Canada kung hindi kayo makakakuha ng trabaho sa city ng Toronto. So we are one of the world's most livable cities, very diverse, multicultural, with different nationalities, around 200 nationalities studying, working, and living in the city of Toronto. Kasama na dyan yung mga kababayan nating Pinoy. There's a lot of Filipino in Canada, especially in the city of Toronto. Makakatulong sa inyo in some ways, probably recommend kayo sa mga part-time jobs or probably recommend kayo to cheaper accommodation in Canada. Now, let's talk about the program since ito yung isa sa pinaka-important topic natin tonight. Ano ba ang pwede ninyong i-apply na programs? Ano ba ang eligibility to take a certain program? Now, sa diploma programs, ang tinatanggap natin, kung graduate ka ng high school sa old curriculum, we can accept you. Hindi ka rin nagkaroon ng opportunity na makapag-college or makapagtapos ng college, we can accept you. Ibig sabihin, undergraduate, pwede. K-12, pwede. Graduate ng college, you can apply for diploma din. Ang diploma programs lahat is for 2 years. Ang intakes natin is 3 times a year. We have the winter or the January intake. We have the spring or the May intake. And we have the fall or the September intake. Tuition fee for 1 year, standard for a public college in Ontario is 16,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollar. But we are not requiring you to pay ng 1 year kaagad. Pwede kayong magbayad ng per term or per semester. Now, ang application fee natin is 100 Canadian dollar. But since nag-attend kayo ngayon ng ating info session with one of our partner, which is Kanata, naka-waive. Wala po kayong babayaran para sa pag-apply ng letter of acceptance. You just need to meet the admission requirements. I-discuss ko yan later on. Now, kailan babayaran yung tuition fee natin? There's a certain time for that. Nakalagay yan sa inyong letter of acceptance more than 2 months before the start of the class. Pwede na ninyong bayaran yung inyong tuition fee or yung 50% ng tuition ninyo. Pwede kayong magbayad ng certain deposit. Why not? But I always lagi ko ring mini-mention because it's worth mentioning na at the end of the day, you are applying as an international student. So, kung magbayad kayo ng 50% at least ng tuition ninyo, kasi yan din naman ang required bago kayo mag-start ng class ninyo as final requirements to be officially enrolled, is doon na tayo para sa mataas na chance ng visa approval. Otherwise, it's going to be a waste of time. That's why mataas ang rate ng visa approval ng Niagara College because we want to maintain that and we advise our students to write kung ano ang dapat ninyong gawin. So, kailangan ninyong i-prove, of course, to the immigration officer that you are capable na maging international student. Hindi tayo pwede na magkaroon ng lapses because masasayang ang time natin, effort and everything. So, what's the point? Okay? Now, kung mag-aaral kayo ng business general, this is a very, very good preparation for you. And maganda rin ang inyong career opportunities. You can actually, sa ating program outline, if you can see, part of the program is almost everything is in here. We have human resources management here. We have computer application, operation management. We have supply management. We have project management. We have accounting, Canadian business law, and so on. Now, ang second one is business accounting. So same thing din, pwede ang undergraduate, pwede ang K-12, pwede ang college graduate dito. And kung gusto ninyong maging accountant sa Canada, this is the best program to apply. If you're already an accountant in Canada, unfortunately, you cannot be in the Philippines, you cannot be an accountant in Canada. So kailangan nyo pa rin pong mag-aral ng business accounting. So 2 years din siya, same intakes. And then, same din ang tuition. You can pay installment or 50%. Yung second semester, babayaran ninyo pag nasa Canada na kayo. Hindi pagdating agad, kundi sa second semester pa. So, you will have time pa para pag-ipunan yung inyong second semester na tuition pay and the succeeding tuition. Now, ang maganda dito, of course, is you will have the opportunity na magkaroon kayo ng designation in the future, which is CPA, which is recognized yan ng CPA and Ontario Association. Okay, now, ang third one natin is business sales and marketing. So, sa same din, pwede rin ang undergraduate, lahat ng ating diploma programs, K-12 and college graduates. So if you want to be in the retail industry, this is a very, very good program. You can be a retail manager kaagad. And then 2 years din siya, same ang intakes at may co-op. So ano po yung co-op? Pag sinabi natin co-op, it's like internship or OJT dito sa atin. May bayad po ba? Yes, may bayad. So gano'ng kahaba ang co-op sa business sales and marketing? 120 hours. So aside dun sa inyong working rights na 20 hours per week, then kikita kayo ng extra and it's going to be a very, very good opportunity sa inyo na magkaroon ng higher chance of employability in the future, around 90%. So ibig sabihin na gustuhan ka ng Canadian employer kung saan ka nag-OJT or nagkaroon ng co-op program, then mataas ang chance na i-hire na po nila kayo. And most of the case is ganun kasi maayos tayong magtrabaho naman. And you will have a designation then in the future. Ang tawag ay CSA or yung Certified Sales Associate designation. Okay, so ang fourth one is computer programming. So computer programming, super, super in demand din. Kasi ang malaking tech industry sa buong Canada is in the city of Toronto din po. So dito, medyo specific lang siya ng konti, unlike the business program dun sa mga nauna kong diniscuss na kahit anong background ninyo, kahit anong inyong natapos, kahit anong inyong naging work experience, and you can apply for that program. Sa mga specific na program, at least dapat mayroon kayong relevance in terms of your education or work experience para sa higher chance of visa approval. Now, kung K-12 graduate, doesn't matter, pwede kayong mag-apply ng computer programming. So maganda rin po ang career opportunities. You can be a software engineer kaagad, a database developer, can be a web developer, at meron din siyang co-op, gano'ng kahaba, 126 hours. So same intakes din siya, 2 years din, ang tuition, pwede rin ng 50% lang ng inyong 1 year, and you can pay the second semester once you are in Canada in your second semester. Okay, so ngayon, let's move to the second category, yung ating postgrad cert. So postgrad, ang eligibility to apply, hindi pwede ang undergraduate. So you should have a college degree or bachelor graduate kayo. Now, international business management, so this is another business program. Kahit anong background in terms of your education or work experience, you can apply sa international business management. It's like a master program. Okay, so maganda rin ang career opportunities. You can be an international banker. You can work in logistics. You can work as a custom broker, as an import-export manager. So 1 year din, 1 year siya. Yung ating mga diploma kanina discuss ko, that was 2 years lahat. Ang ating postgrad 1 year. Ang intakes ay the same, January, May, and September. Then, ang tuition, pwede rin bayaran ang 50% lang ng inyong tuition. Second semester in Canada na. Now, ang second one is human resources management. So this one is a little bit specific din na program. So dapat meron kayong natapos sa human resources, or you have psychology na natapos na degree, or you have the work experience in the industry. 1 year siya, same din ang intake, same din ang tuition fee, at may co-op din ang human resources management. Gaano kahaba? 300 hours. So mahaba yon, 300 hours that you can earn extra money. And again, a very good opportunity na magkaroon ng mataas na employability, 90%. Nagustuhan ng Canadian employer, they will absorb na kaagad. So sigurado na kaagad ang trabaho ninyo. And at the same time, is you will have a designation then after passing the CKE, yung tinatawag nating comprehensive knowledge examination. Ang designation ninyo is CHRP, or Certified Human Resources Professional. So super in demand po ito. Kung in demand ang business program, kasi nandito ang malalaking businesses, of course in demand din ang human resources management. Again, ang program namin, these are limited programs pero pinili, no, tailored sa ating location, the city of Toronto. Hindi kayo mahihirapang makahanap kaagad ng magandang job opportunities pagka-graduate ninyo. Okay, so third one is hospitality and tourism. So ito medyo specific din ng konti. Dapat graduate kayo ng hospitality and tourism, or any other related degree sa hospitality, or you have the work experience in the industry. Same then, 1 year, same intakes, and super in demand din, because ang pinakamalaki pong industry ng hospitality and tourism sa buong Canada is in the city of Toronto din. So again, nandito lahat ng magagandang opportunity para sa inyo as an international student. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the admission requirements. Admission requirements for the diploma program, since nag-accept tayo ng undergraduate. Kung kayo ay high school graduate, you just need to provide your high school diploma, your high school form 137, and your passport. Kung kayo ay K-12, dagdag lang dun sa high school ang K-12 transcript at ang K-12 diploma. Kung college graduate, and if you want to take the diploma programs, dagdag sa high school documents ang college DOR and diploma and your passport. Kung kayo ay married woman, please provide kaagad ng marriage certificate as a proof of name change para hindi magtagal ang issuance ng letter of acceptance or LOA. And then kung kayo ay mag-take ng ating post-grad cert program, since bachelor degree holder lang ang pwedeng mag-apply dito, we only require your college document. So kailangan lang ng college DOR, diploma, your passport. Kung married woman, kailangan nyo lang i-provide ang inyong marriage certificate. Now, we do not require any other proof of English proficiency test or may English exam ba? Wala na po. So wala na tayong IELTS, PTE, Duolingo, or any other form of English proficiency test na requirements. Just need to provide an MOI. So ano yon? English certificate. Ang other term for that, kung kayo ay high school graduate, just need to get that sa high school kung saan kayo nag-graduate. Naka-state lang doon that during the 4 years na study in high school that the medium of instruction was taught in English. Kung college graduate, sa college hihingin. Kung graduate ng K-12, no need na to ask for the English certificate kung saan kayo nag-graduate. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Now, scholarship. So, sino ang gusto ng scholarship dito? We are giving as much as 3,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. We're going to apply now to Niagara College, Toronto through Kanata. Okay, anong requirements? Wala. Nag-attend lang kayo ng info session natin tonight, then you will have kaagad upon issuance ng letter of acceptance ang 3,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. Now, paano ibinabawas sa tuition yan? If you're going to pay ng 1 year na tuition, deducted kaagad ang 3,000 Canadian dollar plus meron kayong additional discount of 500 Canadian dollars. So, 3,500. Kung kayo ay magbabayad ng per semester o yung per term lang muna, which is very much okay, makukuha pa rin ng 3,000 Canadian dollar. Pero yung pagbabawas, hindi agad, of course, 3,000 agad. So, half lang muna, 1,500 pag nagbayad ng second semester sa Canada sa second term, then you will get the other 1,500. So, kasama na rin po sa tuition ninyo, by the way, ang health insurance. Kaya hindi nyo na kailangang magbayad separately for that. So, ito yung ating mga pinoprovide na services ng student services. Ang isa sa palaging kailangan, yung housing assistance and airport pickup. Okay, so meron kaming very, very good service sa aming career services. Okay, so how does it work? The moment you start your programs to Niagara College, Toronto, we can help you kaagad in terms of preparation. So, ano yon? We do personal branding, career development workshop. We'll teach you how to write a proper resume, how to answer interviews. We even help you to create your professional LinkedIn. Very important yan sa Canada. Diyan nag-check ang mga employer ng profile ng mga prospective employee nila. And then we can support you through the job application process. We can link you to all the networking events, career fair. Palagi kaming may events. If you check now, Niagara College Toronto website, yung aming Facebook page, marami kaming student engagement. And involve lahat ng mga student namin dyan. At marami kaming mga student ambassador from the Philippines, even sa aming mga yung student organization is part din ang mga Pinoy na students natin. And that could be your future if you're going to apply to Niagara College, Toronto. So mataas din po ang minimum wage sa city ng Toronto, isa sa pinakamataas sa buong Canada, 15 Canadian dollar per hour. Minimum lang. So pag tinatanong ko yung mga student ko, kinukumusta ko sila magkano ang inyong per hour, wala akong naririnig na 15. Mostly 17, 18, 19, 20 pataas. Siyempre, mamimili kayo. Pag sinabing minimum, kayo pa rin ang mamimili, of course, doon sa inyong magiging trabaho kasi ang trabaho dyan is per hour. Okay? Lahat ng nakikita sa screen, these are partner companies namin that you can apply na po immediately. Marami po kaming mga partner companies. Ilan lang po yan yung ipinakita ko po sa inyo. Now, in terms of housing or accommodation, this is one of the major concern ng mga international student. Of course, kung wala kayong relatives doon, wala kayong kakilala, saan kayo titira. And we know that. That's why marami kaming mga partner accommodation company, and these are the top accommodation companies in Canada, especially yung For Stay Canada, all over Canada yan. So we have For Stay Canada, we have Casa Toronto, we have LiveNet Arlington House, we offer homestay program then. So pag nakakuha na kayo ng visa ninyo, all you need to do is go to our website, niagaracollegetoronto.ca under housing. Andun na lahat yung mga minention ko sa inyo para kayong nagbubook online sa Airbnb. Mamili kayo sa kaya ng budget, anong type ng accommodation, single ba kayo, kasama nyo ba ang pamilya ninyo, andun na po lahat ng option. Paano malalaman kung gaano kalayo sa downtown? Hindi kailangan ng sobrang lapit. Kasi syempre pag downtown, medyo mahal ng konti. Yan. So pwede kayong pumili ng medyo malayo ng konti kasi I'm telling you, napakabilis ng transportation. Hindi kayo, kumbaga, mahihirapan because again, there's a subway. Meron tayong lahat ng means of transportation sa city ng Toronto. At malaking advantage sa inyo yan. So kung para makatipid ng konti, okay lang na pumili ng medyo outside or medyo malayo sa downtown kasi mabilis ang transportation. At ang pasok nyo, by the way, sa school ay 2 to 3 days lang and 3 to 5 hours. Okay, so hindi kailangan ng super lapit. Okay. Now, paano ang payment sa eskwelahan? The moment you receive your letter of acceptance, ang first thing na ninyong gagawin is to log in to the student portal. Very important ang student portal natin because dyan kayo magko-confirm ng inyong letter of acceptance. Dyan din kayo nag-upload ng mga important documents. So, ang login dyan, yung student ID number ninyo at yung email address ninyo. So, you have to really check na pag nag-apply kayo, tama ang email address ninyo. Otherwise, hindi kayo makaka-receive ng communication. Diyan din kayo nag-upload ng visa or yung study permit ninyo. At once okay na lahat for final enrollment, diyan din kayo nakakakuha ng inyong schedule o yung tinatawag naming timetable selection. So very, very flexible ang ating timetable or yung pagsiselect ninyo ng schedule ninyo. Pwede kayong mamili kung panggabi, pang umaga. How can I say it? Itama nyo siya doon sa time na kung kailan nyo gustong magtrabaho. Okay? Para hindi kayo, kumbaga organize kayo and everything, hindi kayo pabalik-balik school, trabaho. Anyway, 2 to 3 days lang naman yung pasok ninyo sa eskwelahan. So again, back to the payment, we are accepting major credit cards, direct debit, USA card lang ang tinatanggap. Ang wire transfer or yung bank-to-bank, you're using your local banks like BDO, BPI, other local banks, pwede. Online payment kung inyong sponsor is in Canada, they can help or they can pay via online banking or credit card nila para mas mabilis. Okay? Now, last part na tayo. So, paano nag-work yung ating post-graduation work permit or PGWP? Kung nag-aral kayo ng 1 year na program, 1 year din ang inyong PGWP. Kung nag-aral kayo ng 2 years, I'm sorry, then up to 3 years ang inyong eligibility para sa post-graduation work permit. Now, nag-o-offer kami ng 1+1. So, yung 1 year natin actually is very flexible. If you need more time, for some reason, ang nagiging usual reason lang naman kung bakit kayo nag-extend ng inyong study is hindi pa enough yung time or yung points ninyo if ever sa application ng permanent residency, dyan papasok yung ating 1+1. So, for example, nag-apply kayo first ng International Business Management, kasi yung dalawa is very specific like yung human resources and hospitality. So doon kayo mas makakakuha ng higher chance ng visa sa international business. But nagustuhan din ninyo yung ating human resources and hospitality. So pwede nyo siyang idagdag sa +1. So for example, ang second program in-apply is human resources management. Maganda rin kasi dalawang postgrad ang matatapos ninyo. Mas magiging solid ang career opportunities ninyo in the future. At the same time, naging 2 years na yung length ng study ninyo, which will give you up to 3 years na eligibility para sa post-graduation work permit. So this is the end of my presentation. So I give the floor back to Andre to present about Kanata. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for that very informative presentation, Maria. As you can see, NCT, it's a very good option, no? Especially the location is in Toronto, so it's a very profitable city, which will help offset the cost of your expenses that will be incurred. Okay, now we will be proceeding with our presentation for Kanata and who we are as a company, what we do, our services. So Roy, whenever you're ready.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So I'm Roy Cruz, one of the education counselors of Kanata. So I'll be discussing our tonight's topic, who we are as an agency, and what our services, what is there in Canada, your process, or where should you start, your student life opportunities, and your future plans. So Canada originates from the word Kanata, where our company names, and we are one of the leading educational agency in Manila with over 5 years experience in visa processing and student consultation, and we are directly partnered with schools in Canada. So before I proceed with our services, I just want to share our mission to you. So we help our students to achieve their dream by providing our services at no extra cost. So here are services. So one is we provide free assessment to our students prior to your application. We represent you to schools that we will apply, and we will provide comprehensive list of requirements for your application. And fourth one is we will assist you all throughout your process. So from end to end process po ito. So what about Canada? So Canada is the second largest country by land. So it has 10 provinces, 3 territories, and 4 regions. And why is it Canada is one of the most attractive country for Filipinos or immigrants? So they are known for international accreditation, the affordability, diverse culture, safe community, exciting campus environment, world-class education, and of course, what we all want is the possible migration. Lastly, but not the least, of course, the unlimited opportunities that awaits you. So being an international student has benefits. Before I explain the benefits, let me remind you with this few details. So always enroll at a DLI or designated learning institution. Make progress towards completing your program. Respect the conditions of student permit. Stop studying if you do not meet the requirements, and leave Canada when your permit expires. So do not overstay. So here is your first benefit. So you can work while you're studying. So both of our school presenters or school partners mention with regards to your benefit of working. You can work on campus, you can work off campus. So there are a lot of opportunities for both locations. So you can work as a student assistant, or can work outside the campus. You can work as in a cafe, or in a restaurant or a hotel. And then there is this co-op. So co-op is incorporated with the program. So it is almost the same as an internship or OJT sa atin. Okay. So next benefit, or let me give you a guideline with your work benefit first. So you can work for 20 hours per week during your school semester, and you can work full-time or 40 hours per week during semestral breaks or holiday breaks. Second benefit is you can stay after your program. So ito yung tinatawag na postgraduate working permit. So after your program or after you graduate, you won't be leaving Canada. You can stay, and you will be eligible to apply for this benefit. So a few guidelines: less than 8-month program, you won't be eligible to apply for this benefit or permit. But if your program is equivalent for a 1 year, you will be eligible to apply. Or if you already apply for a postgraduate working permit, you will be given a 1-year period. And if your program is equivalent to 2 years program, you will be eligible to apply up to 3 years postgraduate working permit. So which gives you an extension of your stay, which almost a 5 years guarantee already of being in Canada. And that's the perfect time for you to process and apply for your permanent residency. Okay, and then next one is you can bring your dependents. So you can bring your family. So this is the only considered dependents in Canada, or accepted dependent. So you can bring your spouse, or if you're not still married but you're living together, you can bring your common law. Okay, and then if you have children already, you can bring them as long as they are below 18. So here are the documents that you need to prepare for us to start with your application. So please sorry, yeah. Okay. So provide your passport, birth certificate, academic transcripts, diploma, COE, valid IDs, if any, or license, IELTS results if required, and your resume. So there will be no specific format for your resume. So here is the process. So first is we highly suggest that you consult first with a counselor. Why? Because we can provide to you a tailor-fit solution to your application. We can provide programs or recommended programs for you. If we will know also, or we can give you the possible chances of getting approved all alone in the consultation. And then during the consultation, we will help you with the requirements, what kind of requirements you need for your application. And we will be the one who will gather and submit the required documents to your chosen school, and we will apply for it. Once that we submitted to your school, that's number 4, we will wait for your letter of acceptance. So after waiting, once you receive your letter of acceptance from your school, the next step would be you need to confirm it by paying your tuition fee. After that, we will help you to get or book a appointment with your medical test, complete all the visa requirements that we provided to you, and we will be the one who will submit visa application on your behalf or your family. So speaking of visa application, we have 2 kinds of visa application. We have the regular stream, the most preferred one of the students, and the study direct stream or the straightforward kind of application. So here's a comparison between the two. Regular stream and study direct stream. Regular stream, it requires only a 1 semester tuition fee. However, if you want to proceed with the study direct stream, you will need to settle your 1 year tuition fee. For regular stream, this is you will be needing a proof of financial capacity, or what we call show money or proof of funds. So you will be needing to show it or covered at least your 1 year tuition fee and your 1 year living cost worth 10,000 Canadian dollars. In study direct stream, you just need to purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth of 10,000 Canadian dollars, and we will also provide an assistance or guide for you to proceed to purchase a GIC. Regular stream doesn't require IELTS, but for study direct stream, even though the school doesn't require the IELTS, if you proceed with this type of application, you will need to take an IELTS exam and have a result no lower than 6.0. And both of these application requires LOA from the school, the study plan. So study plan, as your agency or as your future agency, we will help you with this letter, or most of the students is scared of doing their own study plan if they will get approved or what will be the red flag. So we will help you with this for us to increase your chances of getting approval. So this is one of the important parts of your application, and we will help you for that study plan. And lastly, for the proof of identity. So that's our services. So you can apply for now, and we don't collect processing fees. Yes, that is correct. I will repeat it. We don't collect any processing fees. We just need a 10,500 pesos security deposit. So that security deposit or 10,500 pesos will be consumable for your, or will be consumed for your visa application fees and biometrics fees as mentioned in my slide. Okay, so you would just need, if your documents is already prepared and you're already interested for you to start your application, I suggest to book a consultation with us. It is linked on the chat box. You can book at your most convenient time. You will have your free assessment, your unlimited consultation with us. You can message us. You can ask questions regarding your application. It will be a free assistance to you. We just once you're signed up, we can proceed with your application and you can submit your requirements to us. So make sure to give us a follow to our socials. So we have our Facebook and Instagram, Kanata Education. You can also call us or call us at our contact number or email us. And if you want to drop by personally, we have our office as Salustiana DT Tower at Paseo de Roas, Makati. So you can drop by at 6th floor of Salustiana DT Tower, Paseo. Okay, so we also have our YouTube channel. So we post our success stories from our students, program recommendations for certain industries, and of course, tips and tricks for your study pathway to Canada. So make sure to follow us also at our YouTube channel. And lastly, to Canada through Kanata. So book your consultation with us so we can help you go to Canada at no extra cost. Okay, so our quick Q&A will be open. Andre? Thank you
Okay.
everyone for listening to our presentation.
And thank you, Roy, for representing Kanata and our vision and our mission. No? So we will now be opening the Q&A session. The first question I have here is how do I start the application? So if you look at the chat box, we have posted a link there where you can book your consultation. So this consultation is free. You can ask any number of questions that you might have for Canada, and then after that, we will be we will continue based on what your preferences are, what's the most suited school for you, what's the more suited background. So um yeah, I would suggest that you book a consultation so that we can know your specific uh tailor fit program recommendation. Okay, Roy?
Yes, I have a question here that is morely on the age eligibility or age limit. So we don't have Canada is one of the countries is very open with their age requirements. So as long as kaya, wala namang age limit for you. And there's also a question, how much is your professional fee? So in our company or in Kanata, we don't collect any processing fees, so there won't be any professional fees if you're a solo applicant. So our assistance is totally free. And I also have a question here asking how long is the LOA or letter of acceptance processing. So Miss Step, can you give us an estimate for the LOA processing
Okay,
time?
for the LOA over our turnaround for Keyano College is around 1 to 2 weeks, maximum of 3 weeks, especially if the student meet the requirements. Based on my record, ang pinakamabilis ko is 2 days.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Miss May?
Yeah, for us, it's 1 to 2 weeks too. But you know that, Roy, we can give as much as 24 hours.
Yes.
Basta kompleto ang requirements ninyo. That would be a problem.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss May. How about you, Andre? Do you have questions on your end?
Okay. So there's a question here. Do you have partner institutions for show money, or do we organize our show money by ourselves? Now, for this specific question, again, we would implore that you schedule a consultation so that we can discuss what would be the financial options that you may have based on your background. Just to give you an idea, uh, we are not partnered with any institutions that will assist with the financing. So we do have scholarships, entry scholarships for our schools, like what Miss May said, for NCT. And if you are interested in pursuing a different type of scholarship, there are academic or athletic scholarships that you may be interested in once you are in Canada. So more info on that on the consultation. So please click the link and book one so that we can discuss in detail. Okay, Roy?
Yes. I have a question here asking more on the sponsors or financials. So I just want to clarify that if you wanted to pursue or push through with your application through your or type of visa application, we can discuss it more on the consultation. So more on the questions here in the chat box is more of tailor fit na or case to case basis. So I would suggest book a consultation with us. And I also have this question for the school representatives. Do you accept undergraduate applicants, especially high school graduates from old curriculum? Mrs. Step?
All right. Hi. So regarding the old curriculum, the good thing with Keyano College, and I know some other institution also do that. But in Keyano College, we do accept all curriculum students, graduates, especially if they have 72 units in college. So all curriculum graduates 72 units. Now, Kapag all curriculum, fourth year high school or grade 10 in this time na yung level nila. So we're not closing the door because we have international preparatory courses. So may mga college preparation na program tayo, but you have to undergo the proper assessment first to Canada and to the admission ni Keyano. But we don't close our doors sa mga fourth year old curriculum students or graduates. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Mrs. Step. Miss May?
For us, so
Yes.
we can accept. Okay? So kung high school graduate kayo, you never had the chance na makapag-college or kahit first year or kahit ilang units sa college, talagang high school graduate lang, we can accept you. Okay, so that's my answer to that.
Thank you, Miss May. How about you, Andre?
Okay. I have a question here in regards to the coverage of the services of Kanata. So as presented by Sir Roy, we will assist you for the school application and the visa application up until your approval. And let's say that you get approved. We also do pre-departure orientations for that. So definitely we will be assisting you up until you reach Canada, and after that, most of the questions that you may have in regards to international student affairs will be answered by the international student centers of the school. So we do highly recommend that you take advantage of that fact. Okay, okay, Roy.
Okay. I'm reading the questions here. Um, is TESOL, and I hindi lang ako familiar with this English proficiency, so I think hindi siya ma-accredit. But I think it's TESOL and TYL. I think it's not accredited, so they both schools naman here doesn't require any English proficiency requirements. So a certificate of English as medium of instructions from your high school and your college is accepted. So if you're already decided to apply with the schools like Keyano and Niagara College Toronto, all you need is to provide that certificate of English as medium of instruction. Makukuha nyo po siya sa high school and your college school nyo po. Okay? And then what if you're graduate of a 2-year course or 3-year course? So if na-mention earlier for the questions is kapag graduate ka ba ng high school, i-accept. So most of their answer is accepted. So what more yung nakapag-aral pa after the high school. So you will be accepted. All you have to do is submit the requirements needed for us to start with your application. So Andre?
Okay, there is a question here. What month is it ideal intake in Keyano, and how do you start the process for the LOA? So there are different available intakes for programs specifically. So it would depend on what available intake that the program has. So for the timeline, we do recommend that if you can do it a year earlier than the said intake, it would provide you with enough time to accrue the documents needed, the funds needed, and it would give you sufficient time for the visa results and get a cheaper plane ticket. So it would be much more advisable to apply earlier than later. Okay. And in regards to how to start the process, so again, book a consultation with us. We'll let you know the next steps after we've evaluated your profile.
Okay, I just want to add on that, Andre. If you're planning or you have an ideal intake or target intake for the both of schools, or you plan to apply in Keyano or in Niagara College, I would suggest to if you already prepared your documents or requirements, I suggest to apply right now. Book a consultation with us, apply now. We start your application. at least you have a lot of time to prepare or to process your application, because it would be a long process if you're still doubting, or if you're still not sure. It would be a long process for you. But if you're already sure and you're decided to apply, book a consultation with us. Okay.
Okay.
And I have a question here regarding IELTS. If the school doesn't require IELTS, hindi natin po ba yon iti-take to get student visa? Okay, good question. So if you don't, if the school doesn't require IELTS, you don't need to take up IELTS. So as mentioned earlier, you just need a certificate of English as medium of instructions from your high school and your college. Okay, Andre?
Okay. So they are asking here, do they offer ladderized courses? Say, for example, I just want to take a 1-year course program for now and then continue for another year if I want to. So there is a mention part in Kanata's presentation where we do have what we call APGWP. So for you to be able to stay in Canada, you need to apply for that right away after graduating your first year or first course. Okay. Now, we do highly recommend that for this case, you book again a consultation with us. This is a very specific question. So if there are any more questions in regards to very specific matters, we do recommend that you consult with an education counselor. So me and Roy, we are education counselors for Kanata, and we will be primarily the ones to be assisting you with your application. So feel free to ask any questions during the consultation, and you may include any of your dependents. Maybe someone else is interested in coming with you, like your family, like your children or your partner. Definitely include them in the meeting so that they can also be enlightened on how we will proceed with the application. Okay. Also, if you are asking in regards to PR or permanent residency, so it would be highly advisable that you seek out an immigration lawyer once that you have completed your program, or maybe even before that. It is still possible to apply for permanent residency, though we do recommend that you do graduate your chosen course first. Okay. Okay, Roy?
I just want to add on that, Andre.
Mm-mm.
If you're asking with regards to your PR or your concerns with your permanent residency, I think both of the schools can help you with that. I think they have in-house immigration lawyers. Can you confirm that, Mrs. Steph?
Hi, yeah. Sorry, can you repeat that question again? Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Mhm.
have in-house immigration lawyers or any offices that can help our students with their concerns regarding PR, or if they have any concerns with the PGWP or PR, something like that
Mm-mm.
after the graduation? What's their
Yeah.
life?
Yes, actually, before they graduate, we conduct workshop for the student, and we have immigration consultant in the campus, so they can ask the frequently asked question about the migration in Alberta.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Miss May?
thank you.
Yes, of course, we have partner immigration consultant as well, so they can ask the student services for that. Marami din po sa city ng Toronto that you can really like sa mga international student na nandun that probably can recommend you to para malaman ninyo yung points ninyo. So makapag-prepare kayo, ano ba yung needed, if you need to take another program as an extension and stuff like that. So all you need to do is ask. Okay, pag nandun kayo, opportunities are there. Lagi kong sinasabi yan. It's up to you kung paano ninyo gagawin yan. So, 3 steps lang tayo lagi. No, ang tatandaan ninyo as an international student. First is, this is the fastest entry para makapunta kayo ng Canada. Second thing, makakakuha kayo ng post-graduation work permit. And the third and the last step lang is application for permanent residency. As long as you're on that 3 steps, hindi kayo maliligaw. Okay? And you have to do it right.
Thank you, Miss May. Thank you, Miss Step. Andre?
Okay, I think we have time for one last question. So I'm seeing a lot of questions here. How much do we need to prepare for the whole process? Okay. So to give you an idea, some factors that you might be you want to, or need to consider are the tuition fees, the duration of your studies, and then you also have to factor in the visa fees. If you'll be bringing dependents, again, we do have some fees to keep in mind of for that. So more on that if you book a consultation. So I sent a link in the chat box again. So just book a consultation with us so that we can tailor a specific program path for you. Okay. Okay, I think that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much, Stephanie and May, for representing your respective schools, and thank you, Sir Roy, for representing Kanata. And everyone here who attended, thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to attend this info session. We all hope that you learned something new about Canada, and we want to help you with your dreams. So definitely book a consultation with us, and we hope to hear from you soon. Okay. Okay, that'll be it for now. And this is us signing off. Have a great night, everybody.
Night, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Step.
Bye.
Miss May,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Andre, Sir Roy, Miss May.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Steph.
everyone.